Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Richa here, and in today's video I will be teaching you all Passé Composé. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing that I want to mention is this PDF link is given in the description down below, so you all can click on that and download your PDF. Just one request, please do not share this and respect the efforts that I have put in. Please do not copy paste. Okay, passé composé is a completed action in the past. Passé composé is completed action in the past and is used to express completed action in the past. In the sense, you remember in English, in past tense, we have learned simple past tense, past continuous tense, um, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense, right? These four tenses we have learned. Now the best part in French is you do not have to get into the details of that. Passé composé can be used for indicating any completed action, okay, in the past. So that includes your simple past tense and your past perfect tense, okay. So there are no different forms for it. Okay, for now, just understand that any action which is completed in the past is uh, conveyed through passé composé. Okay. Now, passé composé is formed by using the appropriate present tense form of the helping verb, that is avoir and être, and the past participle. Okay. In short, the formation of passé composé will be subject plus the auxiliary verb plus the past participle. All right. Now, this auxiliary verb can either be être or avoir. I'm not adding the accents here because that will take some time. So, yeah, I have mentioned it here. What I mean by this second sentence is that the formation of passé composé is subject plus the auxiliary verb or the helping verb, which is avoir or être. So we have to take the present tense conjugation of either of these two verbs, plus we have to add the past participle of the main verb. All right, I will show you all how past participle also is made. For now, we will see which verbs. Okay, now as you all know, in French there are n number of verbs. We don't have to sit and actually by heart the passé composé thing, the passé composé rule for all those verbs. Most of the verbs will use avoir as auxiliary or the helping verb to form the past tense. All right. Most of the verbs, 80 to 90% of the verbs will use avoir auxiliary, and in today's lecture we will be focusing on avoir auxiliary. Okay. Yeah, the formation is subject pronoun. Subject pronoun list also I have given here. Say with me: je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. All right. So it is subject pronoun plus the present tense of avoir and être. That's je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. I hope this you all know. Coming to, so what do we have to do? We have to take the subject pronoun. Then we have to add the auxiliary verb. You have to choose any one of these. Okay. And you have to add the past participle of the main verb. Okay, towards the end of this lecture, I have added an exercise which we will be solving together. So for now, just pay attention to what I'm saying and just try to understand what I'm talking. Okay, formation of the formation of the past participle of the regular verbs. Now for regular verbs, regular ER verbs, we drop ER and we add EAQ to it. For example, parler. We drop ER and we added EAQ. Okay. Chante, we drop ER, we add EAQ. For IR verbs, we just drop the R. Okay. Technically, we are just dropping the R, but since we are dropping something, we are cutting something and adding something, I have included the same pattern here. We drop IR and add I. That's finir, fini. You just have to remove the R. Alright. And for RE verbs, cut the RE and add U. So vendre becomes vendu, descendre, descendu. Attendre becomes attendu. Alright. These rules are applicable only for the regular verbs. Okay. Now coming to the formation of the conjugation in Passé Composé. So this is how it will be conjugated. Alright. If you have the verb parler, j'ai parlé. It means I spoke or I had spoken. Alright. The past participle. Understand that in English we have I spoke, I had spoken, I drove, I had driven. Understand? But that concept doesn't apply here. Both the translations are the same. Alright? So, j'ai parlé is I spoke or I had spoken. Okay? J'ai fini is I finished or I had finished. I sold or, yeah, it'll be the same. So, we will just read out one conjugation quickly. J'ai parlé. I want you to repeat with me. Okay? J'ai parlé. Tu as parlé. Il a parlé. Elle a parlé. Nous avons parlé. Vous avez parlé. Ils ont parlé. Elles ont parlé. So this parler remains the same throughout. Alright. What is changing is just the avoir conjugation. And as I told you, majority of the verbs will follow avoir conjugation only. In the next lecture, I will show you all there are selective verbs which take être auxiliary. Okay. I will show you all the list of those verbs and only those verbs out of all the verbs that exist in French will follow être auxiliary. Okay. So right now we are not focusing on that. We will just see how this is conjugated with avoir auxiliary. Okay. Negative form, we add ne and pas. Okay, to the extreme ends. Remember, for present tense, I am speaking was je ne parle pas. Je parle. When you have to change to negative, it becomes je ne parle pas. Right? We add ne and pas at the ends of, like we add ne before the conjugated verb and pas after the conjugated verb. The same rule applies here. The same rule applies here. We are going to add ne before avoir and pas after avoir. Please remember the PP, that's the past participle, always remains at the end. I want you to make a note of this. The past participle, the PP, always remains at the end. In any form you take, okay, that's affirmative, negative, interrogative, and interrogative negative. Right? There are these four forms in French. So, any of the form that you take, this thing will not change. The PP always remains at the end. Alright? Like je parler, as-tu parlé, a-t-il parlé, avons-nous parlé, avez-vous parlé, ont-ils parlé, ont-elles parlé. So in the negative form, ne before the auxiliary verb, pa after the auxiliary verb, and past participle is always at the end. I hope it's clear till now. Okay, coming to the past participles of the irregular verbs. Irregular verbs, past participles do not follow any specific pattern. So these participles are to be learnt by heart. I have given you all the list of these verbs, irregular verbs, which are used widely in the language. So if you are a beginner or an intermediate learner, you will have to learn all these participles. I have not mentioned all the verbs. I have only given the ones which are frequently used. All right. We are not reading each and every verb right now. I just want you to go through this. Like, you have to keep this in your mind. Now the past participle, the passé composé tense is usually used with words such as hier. Hier means yesterday. Hier matin means yesterday morning. Hier après-midi is yesterday afternoon. Hier soir, yesterday evening. In short, anything related to yesterday. Hier. Okay. Then it is used with anything that has dernier. Dernier means last. Okay. So lundi dernier is last Monday, last Tuesday, last week. Le weekend dernier, last weekend. La semaine dernière, last week. Le mois dernier, last month. L'année dernière, last year. So anything that has hier or dernier, on utilise le passé composé. We will solve this exercise together. Krina, can we solve this exercise together?
Yes. yes.
Okay. Ils. I want you to try.
Ils on écrit.
Very good. Ils. Okay, for now I'm reading it as ils, but it's not read as ils. Huh? Ils ont écrit. No, écrit will not have e.
No, it will not have any e.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I will be able to minimize the font of this right now. Yeah, and this E will have the accent, all right? E grave.
Yes.
Oops. Huh. Can you tell me the next answer?
Yeah. Jouer à regarder a film.
À regarder.
Regarder a film.
Yes.
Then next will be.
So this is à regarder. 1 second, now I'll
Yeah.
just write the answer. Juliet. Now see, instead of giving a subject pronoun directly, in this sentence they have given the name of a person, but you have to understand Juliet is L. So we use the L form here. Elle a regardé. Next.
Next will be escapade. A fini.
Très bien. A fini.
Next will be J'ai fermé
Très
la
bien.
fenêtre.
J'ai fermé. I closed the window.
Okay. Next will be est-ce que uh, tu as lu?
Yeah. Now, lire is the irregular verb. Its past participle is lu. Okay, this is there in the list of the irregular verbs, past participles.
Yes. Next will be est-ce que vous recevez?
No, where is the auxiliary? Where is the
No,
helping verb?
sorry. Avez.
Yes, vous avez
Re-
reçu.
res- Reçu.
Reçu.
A
C
packet.
has a cedille down. Okay.
Yes. Then next will be est-ce que qu'elle a pris le téléphone?
Est-ce qu'elle
A pris, P-R-I-S.
a pris? Très bien. Oui.
Next will be j'ai vendu.
J'ai vendu. Très bien.
Next will be chez
C'est
jeunes
jeune.
ont.
Oui.
Chez
Très bien.
jeunes ont.
Excellent. Ont
And
you.
V.
Okay, in
Next
this
will
now, 1 second. Huh? In this,
hmm,
they have given our verb. Now, our will come twice. One in the present conjugation, that is as a helping verb, and the past participle of our also is to be used.
okay.
And our and etre, both these verbs will take our auxiliary only.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes.
Last
Next
one.
will be tu as trouvé.
Tu as trouvé. Très bien. D'accord?
V.
C'est clair?
Yeah. V.
Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you found my video useful. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such videos.